Let's talk, Madam Assistant Secretary, about Abrego Garcia. What is the status right now? I thought that the head of El Salvador said he wasn't going to return him. Then I recently heard that he is going to return him. What's the status?
At this time, Tomar Abrego Garcia is still in El Salvador, but I think what really should matter to the American people is that he is off of American streets. And I'm more than happy to go through this individual's history and share what the mainstream media won't with your audience.
Well, let's do that. First of all, is it or is it not true that he has MS-13 tattooed on his knuckles?
That is accurate. There are those symbols on his knuckles.
And the media, some in the media are saying it's been airbrushed. That must drive you crazy.
Well, it's just not true, but we've seen time and time again, whether it be that he's an MS-13 gang member or the fact he was involved in human smuggling, human trafficking, the fact that he has domestic abuse disputes from his current wife, that's been continually whitewashed by the media. So we find it gratifying when we can get out the facts.
Well, that's why I played that cut right before you, Madam Assistant Secretary. She was on Good Morning America and would bluntly ask, "Were you in fear of your husband?" She wouldn't answer the question.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And those were just the first written testimony by her that were exposed. And then we found later ones from 2022 where she described even greater, more brutal abuse, including psychological abuse against her children, detaining her against her will, kicking her, ripping off her shirt. She was very much in fear, according to that testimony, of him, and that there would be no ramifications.
Now, talk to me about him being stopped in Tennessee. Tennessee Highway Patrolman sees a car driving erratically, stops the car. It's got a boatload of people in it. Abrego Garcia says, well, I'm taking them from one city to another city for work, but they had no luggage. And so the Tennessee Highway Patrol contacts the FBI, and apparently the Biden FBI told the Tennessee Highway Patrol officers to not only release Abrego Garcia, but also the other individuals in his car. And it turned out that Abrego Garcia said that the owner of the car turns out was an illegal alien who pled guilty to human smuggling. Have you gotten to the bottom of why the Biden administration FBI asked the Tennessee Highway Patrol to release this man?
No, but I'm sure under Pam Bondi and under Kash Patel as director of the FBI, we will. But I have to also remind viewers, it was not just a brief journey that these 8 individuals were on. It was a 3-day journey, allegedly from Texas to Maryland. Not a single piece of luggage in that vehicle. And as you said, Larry, it was the vehicle of a convicted human smuggler. That reeks of human trafficking. That is textbook labor trafficking.
Let's talk, Madam Assistant Secretary, about the Milwaukee Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan. She tried to shield an illegal alien from being deported, and now the Wisconsin Supreme Court has taken action against her.
Yeah, it's actually pretty unbelievable, the framing of this by the media. They've acted like we've gone after judges. Well, we went after this activist judge because she was trying to have a criminal illegal alien who was charged with strangulation, suffocation, other domestic disputes, and battery. And she was trying to bring him into a private doorway so that he could escape ICE agents. That's just breaking the law, plain and simple.
We have just 2 minutes left. Let's talk about the 2-year-old who went with the parents. The parents were deported. And, of course, the president was accused of, quote, deporting a citizen when, in fact, the mom and the dad wanted the 2-year-old to come with them. What's the status of the 2-year-old right now? I understand that the family is calling for the 2-year-old to be returned to her mother. I'm sorry, the 2-year-old was left in the country by the parents, and now they want the 2-year-old to be returned to Venezuela.
Yeah, there's a number of different cases going on. The bottom line is the Trump administration will not separate families, and it is not separating families. We are giving these parents the option to take their child with them or leave them in the United States under safe custody, either of the state or a safe relative or guardian. So we are giving the parents options, but as well, in general, if you are in the country illegally, our message is leave now so that you can take control of your journey, that you won't be arrested, you won't be deported, and then you have the potential option to come back the legal right way and live the American dream.
Madam Assistant Secretary, we have just 20 seconds left. What are we doing about sanctuary states like California?
We're putting every option on the table. We're working with the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to see if there's different options for getting these sanctuary cities under control and not hamstring our ICE agents. And by the way, these sanctuary cities have become completely a safe haven for these criminal aliens, Tren de Aragua, MS-13, child pedophiles, murderers, rapists, and everyone should be calling on these politicians to end these policies today.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.